All right, guys, we are off and running here on the Furious. We are on the EMX, and it is Wednesday. I figured I'd get out here, get a ride in while I could. It's supposed to be rainy from here on out after today, so it's not a bad day. It's 63 degrees right now. Sun's out, something I don't normally see. I guess we're gonna go see if we can get the bike muddy today. I know I keep saying I don't want to get this thing muddy, but I think it's time to go get it muddy. See how these CSTs do on the rail trail. They didn't do too good in the winter, in the snow. I may stay up on the road for a little bit, just to get some time. I want to get further down the rail trail today. We are at 28 miles an hour. We're in pass 3. And it's going right along here. I got a lot of wind coming at me though. Hopefully the mic is all right. It has been lately. So I think it should be fine. Like I said, I think I'll stay out here for a little bit. Try to get some distance in before we hit the trail. So we've got, what's happening on the channel? We got supposedly the electric expedition is coming in tomorrow. I would be shocked if it did because they just shipped it on like Monday. We'll find out. I know it did not ship out of Arizona. I came out of another warehouse closer to me, and they do that. I know they pull from 2 warehouses. So it is the extended range blue. Coming with the orbiter package and everything. I had asked for the pannier bags, but they don't have them in stock till August. And he said when they get in stock, just remind him that he'll send out the pannier bags on it. So I had initially ordered some baskets for that. Well, I had asked for baskets, and then I said, no, I changed my mind. I want the pannier bags. So I ended up buying a set of baskets on Amazon, brand new. And it seems like a place that has the baskets because they had more than one. They're brand new in the box, but whatever. I'm getting those, and I'm not so much for that as for I want to put the basket on the Meet One tour when it comes out. Going around our rotary here, so I just reminded myself that this gauge does not have, I say gauge all the time, this screen does not have the directional indicators on it. So I looked down, I saw my directional was on, so that sucks. Come on, Furious, how about directional indicators? We're going to take a left here. I have my directionals on, so guys, remind me to shut them off. All right, I'm on it, I got them off. Which way is this guy going? All right, we haven't been down this in a while because I got sick and tired of going down here. But we're not going the normal route. Like I said, we're going to jump up by the reservoir there. And I want to try some of these side trails. So get up there and see what I see. Just got the 2 factory batteries on this today, no auxiliary batteries. But this thing got pretty good mileage the last time. I think once we get on the trail 2, we'll slow it down. I can drop it into 2. We'll save on a little battery there. I did reinforce the rack on this. I'll show you when I get off. I used the idea that Furious already had, and I made it. So theirs is a bigger bar. Mine is solid, like 1/4-inch stainless steel, or probably a little bit bigger than 1/4-inch. But it's really strong. So anybody that watches the Trike channel, I was out on the ad motor. Yes, I said ad motor. I now have an ad motor. I did go and get that. I got it running right away. And I cleaned it all up, fixed it all up, took that thing out for a ride. I said, you know what, this thing needs a crank. So I got home, I counted it out, it was a 36 tooth crank on that thing. I purchased a 42. I took it out last night. The 42 seems perfect on that thing. So get up to 20 miles an hour. I got decent pedal, nice canvas. So I'm happy with that. I had a 46, and I thought it was too much. So I didn't even want to try it. It would have been too much. So Joel was telling me, I know you guys watched to hear about Joel. So it's looking like they're going to be shipping out the first batch of bikes by the end of this month, May. We'll, I don't know. We'll get them when we get them, I guess. But it's good news they're shipping them out. I asked him about pictures. I'm like, come on, Joel, we got pictures yet or what? He said he's going to work on them, and hopefully we'll get pictures in the next 2 weeks. So initially, the guy that has contact there, he's gone for whatever reason. And now Joel said he's dealing with his sister, which she doesn't communicate quite as well as the other guy did. So, and, that's why he's looking at some other companies to manufacture some bikes for him. And we've got that Ranger and the Titan. Yes, I said it. No, I don't know that. I asked Joel today. I said, did you decide on a name for the 26-inch? And he said no. But he said he liked the Titan, because I told him, name it the Titan. So we got those, looking forward to those in August. What else is new? What else is new is I purchased a wired bike. Yes, I did, guys. I told you I was going to get that Cruiser. And yeah, I didn't. I got the Scout. So I got the 72 volt bike coming. And that one will be here in June, they say. I wouldn't be surprised if there was a delay on those bikes. It seems like all these manufacturers are coming up with delays, and I suspect that the delays, a lot of it may be because they're waiting out these tariffs and hoping that they'll go away. So if they say there's a delay for whatever reason, they might not have to pay the tariffs. So, I hope there isn't a delay. There was some kinks in that motor anyways, which they were working out. So I'm on a second batch. So there is a first batch. So I did reach out to Wired. So I purchased the bike on Monday, but I did reach out to Wired today. And I said, hey, if there's any cancellations on the first batch, I'll take any color. I ordered the red, but I said I'll take any color. And they said, yeah, if they'll let me know. So, not that I wish that somebody cancels their bike, because probably if they cancel that bike, it's probably because they got laid off or something, with all this crap going on. So I don't wish that on anybody, but, I would like to get it this month. So, but if not, I can wait. No big deal. I get a lot of creators out there said I'm an idiot for paying for it. But I think there's, going to be some less and less bikes given out, because they're going to sell less and less. I mean, these manufacturers are hurting. They can sit there and say they don't care about the United States, but that's bullcrap, because they do. And, they're getting laid off and stuff over there. So they've already turned back some boats that don't bother going over. Not for bikes. I'm talking of just in general. I mean, this is going to have a trickle-down effect. We're going to end up, going into the grocery store, going into Kohl's and wherever, and you're going to go, hey, the shelves are empty. Yeah, that's because a lot of our crap comes from China, guys. So, and they're not bothering to send it over because the people don't want to pay the money. They don't want to risk that the tariffs are going to go away after they paid the tariffs on the stuff and end up with overpriced stuff. So, yeah, we're going to be in a world of hurt soon. I can see that coming for sure. This rack is rattling back here. I meant to stick some foam in there or something, but I forgot. So yeah, I have the 72 volt dual battery Scout coming. So Not that I don't care about the speed. I know this bike, they said, is going to be capable of over 50 miles an hour. I don't care about that. I care about the torque. You're probably not going to see me much over 40 miles an hour on that bike. So I got a fast bike here and I'm doing 11 miles an hour right now. So like I said, not looking for the speed. I want to be able to get up these hills without, you know, any struggle at all. I just, if I could go up a hill at 35 miles an hour, yeah, I'd be happy. So yeah, I'm going to be a little bit of a pussy over these puddles because I don't want to trash this bike. Still got to do a review on this thing. The nice thing about this bike, I mean, it's a lot of bike here, but I still got my directional on. I thought I canceled that. The nice thing about this bike, it's less intimidating. It doesn't look, you know, it's a little 20-inch bike. So that's nice. This is very similar to the Ranger, but the Ranger's not going to have the all-wheel drive. This has all-wheel drive. The Ranger's just got a 2,000 watt motor in the back and will be capable of 50 miles an hour. This bike here is capable of, I've had it to 42 miles an hour. And again, with that Ranger, I'm not looking for speed. I'm looking for the torque and overall performance. So that'll be a fun bike. Banger, banger, banger. I'm going to find a stick and jam it in there. We're going to go this way because the trail I want to take is closer to the end. So we're out on this thing. We're at 6.2 miles and I'm at 100% battery. So it had gone down a little bit, but it recovered again. So I'm supposed to be getting the tour too. So they told me that the seat, they were going to send it to me, but they didn't have it. How you doing? I got shipping information on the seat. So the seat's coming. I'll have the seat probably this week. The deluxe seat there. And the bike, they told me last week they were shipping it from now, well, from the 28th to the 2nd. So tomorrow's the 1st. Well, hopefully it'll ship tomorrow or we'll ship on Friday. But I knew I wouldn't get it this week. I was hopeful. I think we'll stop here even though it's, you know, early. We'll do a little walk around on this bike. You guys haven't really seen this bike lately. All right, guys, here is the Furious. This is the 1,000 watt limited edition version. We got a 1,000 watt motor in the front. We got a 1,000 watt motor in the back. We've got 203 rotors on this bike. These are float rotors. These things are really nice. This thing's got awesome brakes on it, guys. We got the RST guide fork in the front of this thing. We got the CST Scout tires on it. We got steel fenders on this. We got the same headlight that's on the electric bikes. This is the Star Union light. I put the directionals on this thing. We got wire management on this thing. These are Tektro brakes on this thing, and these are improved Techno brakes on it. We've got a 20 amp hour battery in the down tube. We've got a 15 amp hour battery on the back. We got some nice gearing on this. I think it's an 1132 or 4 on it. And I believe there's a 52 tooth chaining on that. We got the mag wheels on this, which are really nice on this bike. Suspension in the rear, suspension in the front. This is an awesome little bike, guys, and it's fun. This thing is a blast. So this seat here is the really nice, comfortable seat, and it's the DDK. We've got nice faux grips here. We've got my mirrors that I put on. We've got directionals on this thing. We've got a horn on this thing. We've got your headlight on it. You press this middle thing to change the, it's in rear wheel drive now. You can put it in front wheel drive. You can put it in two-wheel drive. You can put it in lightning bolts two-wheel drive, which is super duper fast. So 7-speed on this, and you've got the upgraded trigger shifter on this and the a Serra derailleur on this bike also. You've got a nice adjustable neck on this thing. It works really good, and it is Pro Max they've got on that thing. Nice little BMX handlebars on this thing. This thing is a super nice little bike. the wire management, kind of like the wired here with the thing. I like that. So that's the bike, guys. I told you I added reinforcements to this. So I added this bar here. Like I said, this is solid stainless steel. It does look like about 1/4 inch. And I got this thing down, goes onto the hub on this thing, and it goes up to the rack here where there was a hole. But I also put a plate underneath to hold this thing with a little piece of rubber on it. So it ain't going anywhere. All right, guys, and off we go into the wild blue yonder. Gotta find a stick or something to jam into that rack. Yeah, they had one of these swing arms break, and Furious was like, yeah, one swing arm broken is one too many. So he's coming out with those braces, and people can get them and put them on. I believe he said he was going to charge for them just for the shipping. I don't know. I think I'll just stick with what I got. Here's a nice, but you got to drill into the rack. I don't want to drill into the rack, so I'm interested in seeing how far I can go up these, up into New Hampshire on these trails. Maybe we can do an overnighter or something. How you doing? So I got that electric expedition coming. That would be a good bike to load up with a tent and stuff and head out. But I don't know. Might be getting too old for that. I don't know if I want to sleep on the ground. One thing about this bike, it goes right along. So I got no plans for the wired bike yet, other than just waiting on it and get it. It's a 72 volt, so we got a couple 72 volts coming in now, so probably have to put a 72 volt additional battery on my agenda to buy. I probably should buy it I should probably buy it tonight before the tariffs kick in. Because all those batteries are coming from China. This battery is still fluctuating from 97 to 100%. Yeah, that's another thing too. E-cells collapsed this week. That's news. But everybody knows that by now. So yeah, they're claiming bankruptcy. And anybody that bought one of those is gonna keep anybody that has one on order is crossing their fingers that I did see a letter saying he wanted to do the right thing and get everybody paid back, but he's also going into bankruptcy, so it's going to be up to the courts as to how they distribute the money. His assets are all frozen, from what I read. You know, I don't know. You know, a lot of companies are going to start folding if this thing keeps up, these tariffs. So, you know, I'm keeping my fingers crossed on these things going away. I get up every morning and hope that they're history, but they're not. So it is nice being out here on full suspension for a change. I almost took the wired tonight, but the battery was already under, I think it was at 79%. And I think those batteries on that bike are tired or something. I mean, they haven't been charged all winter, but I don't know. It just those batteries seem to go down pretty quick. Like I said, I don't really know the history, what the guy put those through. Not a lot of mileage on the bike, but you know, if they got frozen or whatever, I don't know how well he took care of them. So I got a friend that I went riding with last week, I think. And he's talking about getting 2 cruisers, wired cruisers also. And yeah, I'm like, yeah, he asked me, you know, about, do you have a wired? And I said, well, I do. I have the Freedom, but I would like to get the cruiser. And I ended up getting so I went to get the cruiser, I did. But then I looked and I'm like, $600 more difference and I get the top of the line bike. So I'm like, yeah, I'm spending the $600 more. I'd just probably cry later on that I didn't buy it. 15 in goes this way. There's some really nice formations up here. Quiet out here too. I don't hear too much going on. I'm gonna watch the time because I don't want to get stuck out here in the dark either. It's 6:30 now. Gives me to about 7, I don't know, 7:15, 7:20 now. But I don't mind riding with a light on either. I should have probably bought another light. I'm sure we'll hit a road at some point. I'll know where it is, and if we want, we can stay on the road. So definitely looks like people have been going down here. Looks more like the dirt's kicked up, more like motorcycle, you know, dirt bikes or something probably. So we're going up. Oh, got a little slippy there. Well, that's not really these tires either. It's probably ought to knock this thing into all-wheel drive, but without the lightning bolts on it. Oh yeah, that's taking us right up there, that's for sure. Yeah, these this rock, I was in this rock the other day with I think it was the X-Peak, and this stuff is slippery because it just bounces out from under the tires. This is not a too friendly of a trail right now, but that's okay. I tell you, when I was picking up this bike, Lampro was telling me, so a lot of people complain that the switch on this is electronic and not analog. So, but he said it's all controlled through the computer. It's a much better system, and I have to agree. You know, I don't like analog crap. I'd rather have it digital. I think I am going back to rear-wheel drive now, saving some battery. Still bobbing at it. It's 100% right now. That rack bugging you guys is bugging me. The suspension on this thing is awesome though. Nice match with the torque sensor. This bike is nice. Supposedly I can go, I don't know, pretty far on this thing. That other trail that I was talking about, the 100-mile one, well, it's 50-something miles one way. It's a lot smoother than this. It's, you know, a rail trail. This is not a rail trail. This is, I don't know, fire trail or something. Like I said, torque sensor's nice. I got it in 3. Nice, comfortable. I put 2 videos out yesterday. One on my regular channel, one on the Trike channel. My regular channel, I don't know, it's around, 300 something views. And I saw the other one was like 90 something. So just come out here. There's no signs to indicate where I am. So hopefully this tells me something. But it doesn't tell me which way to go, left or right. So I feel like I got to go right. Again, this rock is a little bit of a pain in the neck, but we'll make it. Good thing these are thick tires. I know they are thick. They're not as grippy, though, as the Allscapes. That's why I was going to put the Allscapes on this, but I used those tires. They're going on the new Trike. And I had bought, so it was going to cost me $100-something bucks to get. Called $120 to get 2 more tires. But I could buy just one for $65. So I bought one. And then I get that other Trike that I bought. The guy had put the Allscapes on that. I'm looking at the tires that he gave me, the 3 white walls. And I'm like, wait a minute, there's 4 tires here. Yeah, there's a brand new freaking Allscape in there too. That he must have bought 2 pairs. So I should have bought a pair. Then I'd have tires for this if I chose to put them on. This is actually pretty fun. I like doing this on this bike. So we might do some more of this on the trail. It's nice to hit the all-wheel drive on it. I've got it in all-wheel drive now. I might kick it back to just rear, which I just did. I was going to say to conserve on the battery, but we're at 100%, guys, and we are 10.4 miles into this. Definitely wishy-washy when you hit that stuff. Bugs, eating bugs again. I tell you, these trails are out here, though. We haven't passed the road. I haven't seen a house. I haven't seen anything. I think I like it a lot better without all the crushed rock. Because this isn't bad driving on this. The crushed rock sucks. Like that. Pretty sketchy. Well, we caught it. Got a bridge ahead down here. Something else coming up here. We've got a gate ahead, so we're coming to somewhere. And like I said, it's almost 7 o'clock. I probably should somehow venture back when I figure out where I am. Civilization. Nice having a torque sensor on this. I don't have to adjust the pass. I just slow it down a little bit. Here's a road. Let's see if I recognize this road. This gate's a little narrow to get through. It'll be bigger over here. I think I know where I am. I think we actually have to go down the road down here to get to the other part of this trail. Oh yeah, I definitely know where I am. And I think this is the second part of the trail down here. Or maybe we took a wrong turn there. Because here's the snowmobiles come down here, go over this bridge. And this is still the same trail, so I don't know if I missed it here somehow or not. I don't think this is the trail. That's over here. But, you know what? Might as well enjoy this while we're here. This looks a little rugged for snowmobiles, but I think this is just a cutover. And the trail's right here, actually. I always check to see if there's any maps in these, and there never is. Yeah, definitely want to do this on a Saturday. Like I said, see how far I can go up here. This might be a good bike to do it on. Especially if we threw our extra 30 amp hours on this thing. That would go forever. We'll definitely have to quiet down this rack, though, because it's driving me nuts. Always ready to come around the corner and meet a bear or something, but that wasn't good. All right, I think we're going to have to knock this thing into all-wheel drive again without lightning bolts to get out of this. These tires didn't like that mud. This is definitely interesting out here, though. So yeah, the weather's warming up, but what are we down to now? We're down to 60 degrees. I only have a light jacket on too, so I don't want to be out here too late. We're almost 7 o'clock now, which gives me about a half an hour to get back before it's dark. Well, like I said, I don't care. I'll ride in the dark. Hey, you know what? I think it's time to call it quits because I don't feel like going through this mud hole. And like I said, it's time to start thinking about going back. But definitely want to do this trail all the way. Doing a little rough riding there. Feel like the old motocross days. I don't know, know, I'm thinking about going back on this trail. But where we got onto it, maybe just going straight through. All right, this time I'm just going through the middle of this, not off to the side. Yep, much better decision. Now I knock it back down in the two-wheel drive. Yep, I mean two-wheel drive, one-wheel drive. So we just did some rough riding. We're into this trip for, it's so bouncy I can't see. We're into this trip for 13.7 miles and we're at 99% battery, guys. So I started to say the wired bike comes with the Samsung cells. I don't know what the number is, but they're the ones that are high energy, that, you know, really have the punch, but they don't last as long. And Joel was talking to me about it. And I said, you know what? We got plenty of punch on these bikes. Why don't we make them last longer? So he's putting the Samsung cells in that last longer. And that's what E-Cells is doing, I believe, too. All right, I'm going to see where this trail goes. Oh, got the cars let up, Annie. Yeah, I think there is a trail because there's a gate here. So maybe we missed the trail here. Oh, it was with the power lines when we were in the power lines there. But there was no sign indicating to turn this way. All right, like I said, maybe we'll try going straight, see where it comes out. I don't know if I'd want to do this trail in the dark, though, with all this stone on it. But could be fun, who knows? And I am going to move a little bit here because I don't want to burn out my daylight too much. I'm kind of wondering if we stay straight on this trail instead of getting off, if we come out by the reservoir again. All right, this must be where we got onto this trail. But this is Trail 12. I remember seeing Trail 12 down by the reservoir, so let's check it out. And this trail's nicer, more like what we hit out by the reservoir, and I see water coming up, so I think we're close to the reservoir. Yep. All right. I don't think it matters which way I go at this point. Well, we're hitting this thing pretty quick tonight, but everybody's pretty much off this thing at this point. But I'm pretty sure we were pretty close to Bear Brook State Park when we turned around. We may have actually been in it at that point. Almost back to the where we started from on the bridge. We did it, what, about a week ago we did a ride, and I said, you know, these people talking on their phones and not looking around and realizing that the leaves are going to be popping out. And yeah, the leaves are starting to pop out. It's getting darker out here because there's more coverage. They're little leaves, but they're going to be big leaves within 2 weeks. You know, bad thing about this is eating that car's dust. All right, we came up straight. Should we take the rail trail? Or should we go home on the road? I say, what do I say? I say, let's take the rail trail. This is always fun, though. I like going through here. We're going to definitely do this one a little quicker tonight. We got full suspension and we got a really fast bike. I think I will when I get up here, though, take the road that I've been doing the last couple times just to get, knock some of this trail down. I see the area closed signs again, so they're in here logging again. And here's the road right here. Nice brakes on this thing, like I said. What's the latest update on the battery? We were just beating on it pretty hard. It's recovering to 87. 84 as soon as I started going up this hill. But yeah, we're just a little blip on this battery today. And we are at, again, I'm bouncing so much, 19.4 miles. And this bike really doesn't need that third battery, but we can really go some places if we put that on. I didn't put a bell on this thing yet. We got a horn. I'm sure it's an obnoxious one though. Can't be any worse than the one that's on the ad motor. So I did that video with the ad motor on the Trike channel there, and I'm like, I have an ad motor link. So I had to look that up. I haven't used that in a long time, but I put the link down there. So I'm looking at, this is the particular Trike I got. It's a $3,100 Trike. And it's got cable-pull brakes on it. So I'm like, okay, it was an older model. It's a couple years old. So the new ones must have hydraulic brakes on it, right? In fact, I looked at, they have a $4,000 Trike on there, over $4,000, and still cable-pull brakes on it. Are you kidding me? We're at 20 miles right now. Super impressed with the battery life on this thing, man. Land Pro, whatever you did with these batteries, you did right, because this is the best battery for the amount of, we're running 1,000 watts, we've been running 2,000 watts. Awesome range. 29, 31, 32, 33, 35, almost 35 miles an hour. Well, we got people coming up, so we'll slow down. I think I'll go down the road for a while. All right, guys, we're beating on this thing now. Had some fun with it. 33 miles an hour, 34, going up a hill, 36. Battery's down to 50%, 45, but it's the sag. It'll get caught up again. Won't quite hit 40. We're almost there, but that won't hit it. But it's, like I said, it's dropping down. It's at 56% right now on the battery. This thing, the screen seems to tint. Yeah, so when you go into the dock, the screen automatically tints. I didn't know it did that. Got a little bit of wheel hop in this. I noticed that the last time, so. Battery's back to 60%. We'll get it off. It's already up to 72%. All right, guys, this is where we're going to say see you next Saturday, and we'll get out here and do a ride. And I don't know, maybe we'll go down the end of that trail or something one of these days, and it'll be really interesting. So, guys, you guys have a good week, and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Thank you very much for being subscribers, and if you haven't hit that like and subscribe on the way out, please do. All right, guys, I want to thank you for watching my video today. And if you are interested in buying a bike or something, please check with my affiliate links. That helps the channel out greatly. Again, guys, hit that like and subscribe on the way out. And thank you very much for watching. You guys are awesome. Thank you.